Welcome to the Lakeside Chat, where we bring people together for real talk and candid conversations. Here, at the lake, we believe in having open and honest dialogue about the issues that matter most to us all. Join us as we dive into deep discussions with community leaders, political figures, unsung heroes, and everyday people like you and I. This is another program being brought to you as part of the New Image Project as we continue our mission to redefine what's cool. So grab a seat and join the chat because your voice matters and one conversation can change the world.
Right. So welcome to the Lakeside Chat. I'm your brother John, and we have a very special guest with us today. I say that every week though, Reek, so because every guest is special.
Yeah.
Everybody that come to the chat is special, man.
Our creator that's special. You made you on your own. There's nothing else but you. Ain't gonna be.
Right.
If they make a duplicate,
Come on, man. Yeah.
it ain't the real thing,
Right,
man.
right. And you can never really have 100% on the copy anyway.
Right.
It's going to be
It's
some.
carbon copy.
Right,
It's a
right.
copy.
It's a copy, not the original.
It ain't the original.
That's right. That's right. And I definitely appreciate you for coming through, man. Survivor of the war on drugs. And I want to talk about that. Father, grandfather, OG, mentor, my brother, Reco King. Thank you for joining us at the Lakeside Chat, man.
Nice to be here.
So,
Glad you called me in.
so the icebreaker that we start with, we usually ask is, if you could have a superpower, what would your superpower be?
I'm gonna act like Solomon.
Mm.
I don't want no one thing. I want a kind and understanding heart to
Mm.
be able to judge between people equitably.
Wow. Give me that one more time. Run that. A kind and understanding heart.
Now I'm gonna say a kind and overstanding heart.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
I don't want nothing under the standing point.
Okay, that's
I
right.
want to be over the standing point.
Okay,
A
okay.
kind and overstanding heart, and to be able to judge between the people equitably.
I love that, man. Wow. I'm always when I hear these superpowers, because it says a lot about the individual. You know what I mean? Like the thing that if you could do it, that's big, brother. That's big, because a lot of people, you know, they want to be able to see the future. You know what I'm saying? Or fly or all that kind of stuff. But
see
no,
the future,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I want to be able to know that my future is gonna be a better one.
Right. That's right. No, I hear that, man, and we can talk about that. Before we get into the future conversations, let's talk about your St. Pete story, man. Like, you born and raised in St. Pete. Tell us your St. Pete story.
47 years, be here 40 on the 24th of this month.
Okay, yes, sir.
This ain't just the country, and this ain't just no little back place. You got to remember where we come from, bro.
Right.
Like our whole South Side experience.
Mm-hmm.
When you was a kid, you wouldn't see people like that on bicycles around here.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only people riding bicycles around here looked like me and you.
That's right.
It took me to go to the chain gang to realize different races.
Mm. Yeah.
I thought it was just black and white. I didn't understand Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Cubans, Mexicans, Germans,
Right.
Europeans.
All these ethnicities.
Yeah,
and all that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because of where I come from.
Yeah. It was
Born and raised in Jordan Park.
okay.
But I was all over the city because I had family in other places.
Right.
At one time, if you was out of Jordan Park, you couldn't come out of where you went where we went.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
was
But it was
1,000 feet.
it was a thing though. Yeah, it was definitely a thing. If you ain't from here,
Don't come here.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and unless you, like you said, unless you had family or people, and even then, it was
you had to have some cred.
yeah.
It ain't you. Listen, man.
That's where I was going with that. So you
Anybody
either
could've
had
been-
family, and then even when you had family, the way that you showed up, when you showed up, is what got you that cred.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or somebody was like, "That's my dog."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He ID with me. You know what I'm
That type
saying?
of thing. You
Yeah.
listen. Don't do that to him if you don't want him to do it to you.
Yeah.
Because if you go over there where he at, he definitely gonna.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
So growing up in Jordan Park, where did you go to school?
Tyrone.
Okay. Tyrone
Man,
Middle.
I ain't go to no fucking school.
Okay, yeah, this the chat, so we can speak freely. I speak a
Okay,
little
man,
French, so
I'm
yeah.
gonna be honest with you, man. I hate to say it like this, but a nigga testified on me, say he went to high school with me, man.
Okay.
It took for the motherfucker, the superintendent of schools to come in and tell me how many days I went to school.
How many you went? Not how many you missed.
How many I made it.
How many you was actually there? Yeah, because you had more time out than in. Huh?
Yeah, I went to school a total of 89 days from the 3rd to the 7th grade.
Wow. That's heavy, man. What kept you out?
The streets.
Okay.
Man, I didn't see nothing, man. The people ain't had that going on in that motherfucker for me.
Yeah. And 3rd grade? So you still in
You
still in the projects at this time?
I'm in the projects at this time.
Okay, gotcha.
You know what I mean?
And so 3rd grade for us is like mid 80s, right? Early 80s, right? Yeah. So like early 80s, transitioning into.
We gonna go to that's like around 83, 84.
Yep. Okay. And so what's going on? What's going on in the community at that age?
In the community at that time, you got to remember, man, it was still an epidemic. It was still a heroin epidemic.
Okay.
Our people were really shaking that at that time. So you know what I mean. It was still, coming up. I was a roamer.
Okay.
I'm going to go where the grown people at. So you know what I mean. I'm going with what I see that's beneficial. You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
See, this at the time before my mama got on that shit. You feel me? So
Okay.
my mama was, she was out the projects, you know what I mean?
Right.
But she was prominent, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To a certain degree, you feel me?
Yeah.
So before the
people know who your mama is, and they know you her son.
They know I'm her son.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
So I'm able to move around in the project
because that's
early age because that's her son. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I knew people.
Okay.
But our neighborhood at that time, nigga, you could walk down M Project Road in there, and you gonna see needles on the ground, bro.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
My mama wasn't on that.
Right.
So when the new thing came on, you know what I mean? Everybody jumped on that.
Yeah, and this is crack, the crack era. Yeah.
Okay, so now when
because cocaine was still kind of the white folks party thing.
You know what I mean? You had to have some money to do that back then. You feel me? But all this was prevalent right there where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These the niggas I'm looking up to, Puggy and Popeye and them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Niggas that's moving. You feel me?
And is this the crack era?
No, this
still that transition.
This the transitioning era.
Okay.
You know what I mean? This coming into the crack.
Okay.
You know
so
what
heroin
I mean?
still the thing, but people starting to shake that.
Right, like 82, 83.
Okay.
You know what I mean? 83, I'm going to really say 83, 84, crack was here, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What impact did that have on you?
Shit. I knew how to hustle.
Okay.
I was a young nigga that understood. Listen, man, grown people wasn't doing what I was doing.
Okay.
Bro, shout out to the nigga Jay and the Swole Up, man, because them niggas was the niggas that, you know what I mean, knew me as a little boy, you feel me?
Yeah.
Knew what it was, you know what I mean? Them niggas was around, you feel me? And, they guided a nigga, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As much as they can.
Yeah.
Because it was to the point where if we don't watch him,
yeah,
bro, and it's bad because I didn't understand who I was at that time.
Okay.
And what I was doing.
Okay.
It felt good to belong to something. You know what I mean?
Right.
It felt good for people to know who you is and you know what I mean? Wherever you go, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People know who you is.
Right.
But then, you know what I mean?
Ooh, that's heavy. Now that I think about it, in so many levels and layers, because it's different needs that get addressed based upon these lifestyles, right? And that need,
But you got to
that
remember
need
that
for
at this
validation and that
time,
need to
I'm a
to be
little
somebody.
kid, and
Yeah.
these niggas older than me, but they kids too. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they understand that. Damn, you know what I mean, bro? I hung around the gangsters.
Right. Right.
I ain't hang around no soft motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The bitches that I hung around was, bro. I grew up under robbers and prostitutes, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I
Yeah.
grew up under some, bro. The people that I had to respect was the people that that demanded respect.
Okay. Okay.
If you ain't demand no respect, I definitely ain't. And I was I was a baby, bro. I was
Right.
a kid.
What were your peers doing at that time? Like people your age, like were you one in a million or were you one in a few hundred? Was it more people that was
And
taking that same path?
listen, at that time, Marshall. That was the only other motherfucker around here.
Okay. It wasn't a lot of people that was taking that route.
It wasn't nobody really taking that route. You know what I mean?
And by that I mean like those who were your age, because we know what the epidemic was, and we know
listen,
the
my
impact.
friends was going to school.
Yeah,
Man. I really didn't like.
Right.
My friends wasn't. I ain't have no. My friends was old people, man.
Okay.
Grown people, man.
So you didn't have friends that was like your age.
Friends my age, you know what I mean? But I didn't hang around them.
Okay. Okay. Because they're not into what you into.
They ain't have a goddamn thing.
Okay.
We in the projects, bro.
Right. Right.
You got to go in the refrigerator, man. Ain't nothing in this motherfucker. When I go in this bitch, man, ain't nothing in the refrigerator but a water jug and a goddamn mayonnaise jar.
Mm.
We done been down there to the gym and done got all this motherfucking peanut butter and welfare cheese. We done ate all that shit up.
Right.
My mama done traded the stamps for some rocks.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's
nigga,
the stage.
It's fucked up, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bitch, I got to go in Georgia Market and come up out this bitch with a box of cereal, half a gallon of milk, and some more shit. Cause soldier got to eat too.
Right. Right. Yeah. Different set of realities.
But the reality is when I go out here, I see these niggas out here on this corner, nigga. These niggas got these Cadillacs and shit with these white walls on, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Niggas got money.
Right.
So when I see them niggas, you know what I mean, I'm on their ass.
Yeah.
As a kid, hey boy, what's up, man? Give me something. Do something for me.
What was the response? Were they willing to give it to you, or did they try and encourage you to do something different?
Yeah, no, niggas ain't giving a nigga nothing.
Okay. So what's the introduction like? So you make this, you know.
It wasn't no introduction. I'm already been here. This is where I'm born and raised here.
Yeah. But when I say introduction, I mean like, okay, when you get work, what's that like?
The first time I got something,
yeah,
some niggas from out of town came around here. These niggas had some dime rocks.
Okay.
Wasn't no dime rocks around here. And they got big glass rocks.
Okay.
So they trying to give them away, but they don't know nobody.
Okay.
They trying to talk to my partner's sister.
Mm-hmm.
It's another nigga, Steve. He was there with a nigga too, you know.
Statute of limitations is going on all of this stuff too, by the way.
Yeah,
this was 40 years ago. Right.
And listen, I ain't finna tell them nothing that they.
No
this
doubt.
is life shit. This documented.
Lived experience.
I was listening. Yeah. Since like '84, I've been going to JDC, bro.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I was so little in that motherfucker, they ain't have a pair of pants to fit me, bro.
Wow. Yeah. So look, it's a lot of ground that we can cover. I want to try and be methodical as possible. So you get introduced to it. Now you got your hands on some work.
Okay, this how the first thing I've been knew these older dudes, you know what I mean? These niggas come around and me and my dog together, nigga try to holler at his sister.
Okay.
So we see what they got going on. So what they had, we basically sold it all out. You feel me? They got the money off of half of it that they were trying to get for all of it. Okay. So the rest of it they give to us. We done made what we were trying to get, y'all.
Okay.
Do your thing.
Okay.
Bro, I'm in the 3rd fucking grade.
Wow.
I got more sense than the grown people.
Okay. Yeah.
So I got my partner with me though. Mm-hmm. He's slower than a motherfucker.
Okay. Damn.
The next morning we decide, man, fuck it, we ain't finna get on the bus, man. There's money coming through this motherfucker. We fuck school.
Okay. Yeah. That's a real conversation.
I'm telling you, this is what it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck school.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Yeah.
I don't like them people know how.
Okay.
I ain't going out there, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we in the 3rd grade, I got 60 rocks in my pocket.
Yeah. Wow.
And then sold about 30 or 40 of them. I got more money than my motherfucking mama and daddy got right now, nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck them people talking about a schoolhouse, man.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't go home with these motherfuckers. My mama gonna take them and smoke them.
Okay.
I'm talking about, bro, I was a little boy and I remember one day, nigga, before this when crack used to be $20 a rock, period. You better bust that bitch down to make you fall.
Yeah.
This before the Miami niggas come around here. Miami niggas come around here and change this shit up to where niggas got dime rocks around here.
Yeah.
50 pack used to cost you $1,000.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm selling slap heads. I'm talking about this the streets was fucked up, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And back then, people didn't allow children to be in grown people motherfucking business.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That
Literally,
that was absolutely
you know what I mean?
part of the code. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a lot of like, the gangsters to me back then was the junkies, my nigga.
Yeah.
The hard motherfuckers, the bitches that was
About it, as we say. Yeah.
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 The niggas that was about it was the junkies,
yeah.
my
Yeah.
nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Them was the niggas who I respected because them
Okay.
was the niggas who demanded respect.
Right.
These niggas come through goddamn to shoot the shit out your ass and take your pockets, my nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
And I growed up seeing this shit, you know what I mean? And I wasn't gonna be victimized to it, you know what I mean? I wasn't gonna be the nigga y'all were doing like that.
Right. Okay. So,
I'm to be the nigga. I'm to be the one doing it. You know what I mean?
That's that whole pick your part in the struggle conversation. At that point, it's like, okay, how you want to show up, how you want to navigate this space.
How you gonna? It's crazy because I always wanted me some money. I ain't never want to hurt nobody. I ain't just come out the womb thinking that, hey man, I'm gonna be no tough guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I had a strong mama.
Yeah.
And I seen my mama go through a lot of shit, you know what I mean? She had different boyfriends and shit, you know what I mean? I could never look up to one of them niggas because they never was the dude out. My daddy wasn't there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I can't just say I'm looking up to another nigga to be my daddy because I don't even know mine.
Okay. What impact does that have on you, not having your father there?
Shit, by the time I got to know my dad, I was a daddy.
Wow. Did you want to know him? Was you like?
I got to know him good, shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, man, at the time, you got to remember, man, from the 70s coming into the 80s, you know what I mean? I can't say, me being a father now, and me knowing what I know, I can't say how hard it was for them people back then to be able to survive, you know what I mean?
So it ain't no way you can, ain't no judgment, like it ain't, like.
I don't hold nothing against them, you know what I mean?
Right. Did you have to grow to that point, or was that always the case?
That's always been the case with me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I know, bro, listen. For me to be able to look at myself and say, damn, you know what I mean? To be able to face every day. When you wake up in the morning, you leave out your front door, you're not guaranteed to come back in there.
Right.
Even though you're not a part of a certain type of lifestyle, the environment you live in still would dictate your demise.
Say that again for the people in the back. the lifestyle that you live in.
It ain't the lifestyle that you live in. It's the environment you live in.
Yeah. No, I hear that. And then thinking about this when we start contextualizing it, because this is a lot of times when we hear these stories of young black men, right, early 80s, the context I think that gets lost is this was the war on drugs era, right? And
war on drugs was a war on us because
let me get there. I'm setting the stage and I'm gonna give it to you. the thing that when we talk about it, when did you realize that there was a so-called war on drugs, and when did you realize that we were the targets?
Around the time me and Bob, around that time now.
Okay. How old are you at that when it cognite for you?
It never really like cognited for me until like, let me try and be realistic about
Yeah.
this. About 30.
Okay. Yeah. No, so
And
that's 2000s.
yeah.
Yeah. And the reason I'm asking that and framing it that way, Reek, is because we've had conversations with like some of the elders. We talked with Chairman O'Malley on a radio interview,
Right.
and during that conversation, we talked about COINTELPRO a lot, and he said we talk about it now like it was common knowledge, but they was living under COINTELPRO, but they didn't know that it was COINTELPRO.
And see, this is the thing, right? You can't see. That'll be just like me saying that right now. I know this nigga wide up.
Right, and that's
I'm
what,
saying, me and you
yeah,
both mic'd up right now.
right,
You mic'd up, I mic'd up. I know you mic'd up. So you don't tell me I'm gonna be talking with a nigga I know mic'd up.
right. You wouldn't.
Listen,
Yeah,
man, man, I'm finna
yeah,
be real with you
yeah.
about all this shit here, man, because I remember back in '89 when, and my mama last name Waller.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
I ain't taking no shots or pointing no fingers. You know what I
Sure,
mean?
sure.
But, bro, man, listen, man, if you gonna be for me, be for me.
Right, right.
I ain't no in between motherfucker. I ain't finna be. I ain't drawing no lines.
Yeah. I'm with
See,
you
a
on
lot of
that.
people can say, man, that they done cross lines. I snorted mine.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I ain't never crossed damn motherfucker ain't deserving.
Yeah. And the reason I want to reflect on that is because the same thing applies to us in the war on drugs. It was happening, but we didn't know.
Bro,
We
listen,
didn't
man.
know like this is
I'm gonna say it
like you didn't
like this,
realize it was
bro.
happening. Yeah.
Listen, you listen, right? We not don't sit up here and act like we don't know what's happening.
No, I'm saying
I'm saying that.
at
Listen.
the time that it was
Okay,
happening,
well, no. I'm
like
gonna say it like
we
no,
didn't
no,
know.
no.
Hold on. Let me interrupt real quick. So at the time that it was happening, we didn't know Oliver North. We didn't know Iran Contra. We didn't know they was paying for wars. All we
We
know is
got to know.
we know that the refrigerator empty.
We know
It
ain't
ain't
now
nothing in
one
there.
of us manufactured it.
Right, right.
We know ain't
Yeah,
now one of us brought it here.
yeah.
You can't listen.
But we're not actively thinking
No,
like that though.
yeah, but
Yeah,
hypothetically, you
yeah,
got to think like this.
yeah, yeah.
Let's think about it, man. Find me a nigga around here right now that got the formula to create some fentanyl.
Yeah. I'm with you.
I'm just saying, we the ones gonna
Who
go to jail for it,
who
but
told you that if you put baking soda with it that you was going to get this product? That's what I'm saying. A lot of the stuff that we learned, we didn't know the origin of it until we
right
got
until
grown.
you. But
You,
this
you
is
said like you didn't
not
know
not.
that this was actually somebody showing us this formula, showing you
No,
that this can work. Yeah,
I
yeah,
ain't
yeah.
gonna say that
Come on.
because I was like 12, 13 when I knew how to do
Okay,
that.
okay. But I'm saying,
I learned how to do that. Honestly, a
yeah.
motherfucker had to tell me that because they got tired of me selling them slappy.
Okay, so they were like, man, look, let me show you how to do this. Let me show you how to do this thing so that you can
Listen,
really
I was
do it.
12
Yeah.
years old, man.
Yeah.
I used to keep me 100 of them motherfuckers in a 22.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could either buy them or take it.
Right. That's the progression to how you showing up in this thing now.
It then
Yeah.
went from, listen, I learned that, hey, man, listen, this
Yeah.
shit hit. And one of my partners that got killed. I witnessed a dude get whacked by that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I made that shit into a profession.
Right. Right. Like this is what it is.
It's just
Nah,
what
I
it
hear
is.
that, man.
Listen, man.
I hear that.
Listen, the grown people ain't gonna sell it to you.
I hear that. And so now you mentioned going to JDC, uh, and
That
we,
shit
we,
was
we
like my second home.
what impact did that have being kind of in and out of that system? Did it help?
Hell no. That corrupted a motherfucker even more.
Yeah. How so?
You putting a bunch of goddamn children around other corrupted children.
Mm. Yeah.
And you giving them enough time to sit up in here and figure out how they can go and do it better.
Okay. So you exchanging notes.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a bunch of motherfuckers in here. Everybody in here older than me.
Okay.
So of course I'm listening to. You did what?
Right.
You what?
Yeah.
And you hot? Oh man, you dumber than a motherfucker.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so you learning lessons.
Yeah, you learning because everybody in there for something.
Yeah.
There's niggas in here got them for car thieves. You feel me?
Yeah.
Nigga, the first time I go in there, the people charge me with strong arm robbery because I took a bitch bicycle, bro.
Okay.
We done walked out here to Chuck E. Cheese. People take our bicycles from Chuck E. Cheese, so now we got to get back to the project.
I got some bikes taken from Chuck E. Cheese too, yeah.
You supposed to be my homie. Let me ride the bike so I don't get my ass tore up. No. Man, I take the bike, man. I bring it back anyway.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But that caused me to go to JDC.
Wow. Yeah. And then that start this cycle of, okay, wait, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing?
No, once you done, you know, that shit that changed a bit's world, bro, because you ain't never been away from home.
Okay.
I really ain't stayed the night at too many people's houses at this time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Now you just gonna take me and put me somewhere with 50 other motherfuckers, and all of them older than me.
Right.
And all of them been in and out this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Of course I'm gonna hear some things and I'm gonna see some things, you know what I mean?
Right.
Not only that, a bunch of my friends are already here.
Okay.
Niggas that's at the projects that done been missing, this is where they at.
Oh, wow. Wow. You
So
ain't seen them in a while, and when you get there, okay, this way you been. Yeah.
And a bitch call themselves doing bids at that time. You ain't been in there for 21 days.
But you
just
did a bid.
Yeah, like you done did a whole...
21 days to
a
third grader, though.
That shit go from 21 days to 20 years, nigga.
Wow. Yeah.
You see the difference?
Yeah. Yeah.
From going in at 7 or 8 years old, nigga, to about 15, 20 years, nigga.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow. And so realizing that that's happening, understanding the impact of this on you, did you ever get to a point where, this is what my daddy used to say, when you get tired, you'll stop? What was that point for you? Like, you know what, I got to do something different.
You don't never get to that point. So right now to this day, if I can't feed my children, goddamn it, I'm gonna eat the plate.
Okay. Okay.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, how do like?
So there's never a moment when no options are off the table? Because I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like at a certain point, you realize, okay, the risk is greater than the reward.
Right.
Right. And being a father, being a grandfather.
Being a father, being a grandfather, knowing that goddamn it, them children got to eat and I got to eat, I'm not gonna do nothing that's gonna stop us from eating. But boy, don't let me get hungry.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat.
Okay. That's James Baldwin, y'all. James Baldwin said, if I'm hungry, you ain't safe. You know what I'm saying?
How can you be safe if I'm hungry and you got the plate?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I got some apple trees over here and you got some orange trees over here, apple season ain't in, and I done give you my apples, orange season come around, you don't want to give me a couple oranges, you think I'm not going to go pick me some?
Yeah. Come on, man.
You going to just keep sitting up there with oranges and I ain't got none. I'm going to just keep watching you eat these oranges.
Right.
Pretty soon I'm going to want me one.
Yeah. And depending on how the conversation with you go, it's going to be...
Depending on how I'm going to get me one.
Right. That's right. Now, how this conversation going to determine how... But I'm getting me an orange.
I'm getting me an orange.
Yeah, yeah. Now, how I get it is up to
you.
Okay.
If I gave you my apples without a problem, you should have a problem getting me an orange.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that loud and clear.
Bartering.
Yeah.
Before we had stoves,
mm-hmm.
before civilization.
Yeah.
We was peaceful people. We still peaceful people.
Right. That's right.
But don't push me.
Right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Like you said, man, that hunger make you do some things, boy.
Hold on, man. Take a quick.
You just do something else, man. So when we talk about like that journey, right?
Right.
And your upbringing, not going to school, what I'm finding and this is like the college experience, that some of the best ideas and the most brilliant people are people who didn't go to school, because you don't have the confines of formal, that formal, right? Thing.
This is my take on education.
Okay.
My take is that, you know what I mean, is them training facilities, man.
Okay.
Them people are getting you prepared to take the next step.
Mm-hmm.
Into being guided either way you want to go, because they all the schools right now, man, and it's crazy because every school look like the jailhouse.
Yeah. It's a facility, right? Right.
No, listen, you get buzzed in them like you do at the jailhouse.
Okay.
This the only way to get in there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And not only that, the system itself is designed and set up just like the Department of Corrections.
Okay, give me an example.
The policies.
Okay.
All their policies are prison policies. Their structure is just like the jailhouse.
So that conversation about the school to prison pipeline.
Listen, if you fail the 3rd grade, you automatically given a DC number.
Wow. Wow.
If your child fails the 3rd grade in public education, any system.
DC number, it's waiting on them.
So 140517. 140517 was given to me in the 3rd grade.
Wow. Wow. When you didn't pass, so now you on that, they say, okay, well, this is the prediction. We're gonna hedge our bets.
Statistically, if a child does not pass the 3rd grade, statistically, they're going to be a convict.
Damn. That's heavy, man. That's heavy, Reek. And navigating that, so 12 years old, 13. I want to fast forward to your journey
12, 13, all right. Okay, I turned 13.
And shit, you a professional now.
Listen,
at this point, because you've been at it for.
No, this is the crazy part, cause bro, I was 12 years old. When I turned 13, they certified me and sent me to the adult system.
Okay, wow. At 13.
At 13, I'm in the county jail.
With, like, it's for real. At 13? God, dog, man. That's heavy, bro.
And this the crazy shit. I go to JDC because we beat them up. I don't even.
Listen, something happened. You go to JDC.
Something happened.
Yeah.
And I get charged with it. We beat a nigga up by nigga doing some shit to broke into his house. Okay. We catch him and beat him up.
Okay.
When we catch him and beat him up, goddammit, the police come and make us get off this nigga.
Okay.
Leave him alone.
He wrong.
They ain't listening at that. They just, when they ride up, they see us beating his ass.
Okay.
We kids, but we got sticks and shit, you know what I mean? Yeah. We trying to fuck him up.
Because he a burglar. Yeah.
But I get charged with the burglary.
Wow.
When I go to trial, the motherfucker who come and say, oh, damn, that night we did arrest them for jumping on the motherfucker because they say he was breaking into people's houses and they beat his ass. They caught him coming out of his house and they was on it. So now this is how they let me go.
Okay.
Bruh, I'm like 14 at the time. I've been in that bitch about a year.
Because you fighting it?
Yeah, from the time I was 14 to 15, I got shot 3 times in that 1 year.
Damn. And what's the impact it's having on you? Because that's a lot to deal with, man, as a teenager. How are you responding to all of this trauma?
It wasn't no trauma.
Okay.
That was life. The fuck you mean? This is what's going on. This is what I'm into.
Okay. And that's how you process it.
At the time, it's not a trauma to me because this is everyday life.
These are just decisions that you got to make. When you walk outside your door, you got a set of options, set of opportunities. You got
when I walk out this motherfucker, I got one thing on my mind.
And that is
taking something.
Okay. Yeah. And what's the motivation? You still motivated by the hunger?
It was never a motivation. It was a need.
Okay.
Poverty is our greatest.
I'm glad that came up naturally. I was gonna ask. I knew that's where you was gonna go. I knew it was. I'm glad that just kept happening so natural. Yeah, poverty. Come on, man. Talk to me about that. Yeah.
That is what we live in.
Yeah.
It's our environment.
Mm.
The average median income is what right now?
They saying 64, 65,000.
I can't name. Listen, now I can't name 10 people that earn that type of money.
Yeah.
So how is that the average median income in my neighborhood?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. 10 people make $1,000 a week.
Right.
And that's just $52,000 a year.
Yep. Simple math. Yeah.
But yet and still you got a 2,000. How the hell is in our environment where we from? What caused me to go through all this? I didn't come out the pussy and say, hey man, listen man, I want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was innocent.
Right.
I didn't ask to live this life. I didn't ask to be this way. I didn't ask for my environment. Right. I'm a product of my environment. I'm also a victim of my environment.
And that's why when I talked about coming out your door, when I talked about the options.
When you come out your front door every day, you got to be prepared of the prostitutes, the robbers, the killers, the thieves, the dick suckers, the prostitutes, you know what I mean? The police, the undercover polices. You hear that?
Yeah.
Do you hear that?
Yep.
You hear it?
I do. Yeah.
You got to, we ran the corner and you got to make it back there. You got to be concerned with all of this to just listen. Yep. Just to make it back there.
Right.
And this ain't saying you got to be involved in it.
Right.
But it's prevalent.
Yeah. You got to navigate it.
How do you how can you tell a person to navigate a lifestyle that they really don't understand?
Right. Right. And you doing it, and that's like you said, now you getting on the job training because you looking at people who appear to be navigating it successfully, and so now it's like, okay, well, what you doing? How you making it? What you doing? How you making it? And then you start deciding how you gonna.
This is the thing we see from an early age. I just seen different things and tried different stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was in the same environment you was in.
Yeah, yeah.
You just ain't tried the things we were trying when we were trying.
Yeah. Some, but not all. Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna everybody tried everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just but degrees. It was degrees.
You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know.
You remember when we met? You remember when you met me?
Been so long.
That's why I was putting it on you, hoping that you could bring it back to me.
I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm gonna go way back.
Okay.
When they used to have on Sundays when we used to be out here at the park. I've been remembering you dudes from before then.
Yeah. And that's how I was with you. Like, I can't remember when we met, but I just remember knowing you from being around. Like, I knew who you was. You didn't know who I was, but I was like, okay, yeah. I know, you learning the lay of the land.
Yeah, see,
but I don't remember when we actually met. I just know it seemed like we always knew each other.
We really got tight with each other through Junior Man.
Yeah, that's right. And then when he got out, like in 2010, that's when I remember like reconnecting on this side and really like deepening the relationship.
Okay. When I left them.
Okay.
You were still at the Mars.
Yeah.
I was coming up there to see you back them at the Mars.
Okay.
It wasn't about bar then.
Okay.
But I was coming up there with Brad and all that.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm trying, all right.
Was we on 9th Street then? Or was that 22nd?
No, it was before 22nd.
So that was 9th Street. Yeah. Right there before the curve.
Matter of fact, when we really start, all right, this when I first came home, like 97, 90, I got out at 97.
Okay, so I was just starting to transition in the end of 97.
All right.
We was on 9th Street.
Okay, they did something on, they brought a brother in that had, did the water thing.
Yeah, we was doing Nation's Best. We was doing Nation's Best water.
Okay, and we was y'all came up there to the boys club.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when me and you first
really. Yeah. Wow, Reek. Wow. Yeah, that was, we was grooving good. And I was still in that transition stage, getting knowledge of self. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. When did you get knowledge of self and really learn the things that you know now that you're able to articulate about who you are for real and not just societal?
I had to get, it took me when I first went to prison.
Okay.
I had a bunch of time. And I had to learn how to get out, so I had to figure out, well, damn, what landed me here?
Okay.
My best thinking, all that good ass thinking I was doing, goddammit, and this is what it.
This is the product.
Yeah, this is what it gives.
Yeah. Wow.
Man, I had a partner, man. God bless him, MG. I got 20 years. This nigga got 2.5. He did the whole 2.5 right there with me.
Wow.
But this nigga used to be telling me, Reek, man, come on, man, let's hit the gate, bro.
He ready to go.
He ready to do whatever. This my partner from the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This my dude.
Yeah.
He don't want to leave here without me.
Wow.
He willing to goddamn jump the gate with me. You know what I mean?
Wow. Wow.
I had to. That's when I really had to assess myself. I had to really think to myself, damn. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna. I'm ready to leave here. I'm every day. I'm plotting on how I'm gonna get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm steady trying to figure out, man. I can hit this gate, man. You know what I mean? I know how to steer cars or whatever. You feel me? All I got to do is get out of here, and
I'm good. Just get me on the other side of the
wall.
On the other
side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he knowing that if Rick get a screwdriver, we gonna make it back.
Right. And then so the self-reflection, thinking through it.
At that time, I was already Muslim.
Okay. Tell me about that, like that introduction. And
bro, what introduced me to Islam, I had a lawyer, bro. I was a juvenile, bro. I got about 80 robberies and 40 shootings.
Damn.
At 15.
Okay.
Everybody just calling the police on me at this time.
Right.
Everything that's going on, they saying I'm doing. My lawyer brought me a book, A Message to the Black Man. No, he brought me Cool Pose and Malcolm X.
Okay.
When I read the Malcolm X book, you know what I mean?
Autobiography?
Yeah.
Okay.
By Alex Hayes.
Yep.
That's what made me become Muslim.
Okay.
I read the little part about the swine, and I was like, damn, boy. I ain't eating that shit no more.
Okay.
It's a crossbreed between 3 animals.
Once you really learn about it.
Yeah, so then, you know what I mean?
And that's something you can do right away.
Right.
That's a change you can make right away. I ain't doing that no more.
Right. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm starting that right here.
Yeah.
In the county jail.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Don't bring me nothing. Yeah.
And you know, it's a couple older dudes, and at the time we couldn't go to no religious services. You know what I mean? So when I do be able to get out the little cell here and there, you know what I mean, I go next door. Get me a couple cigarettes, a lighter, and all that from my homies, you know what I mean?
Right.
And they gonna give me what little bit they can give me. I made it to prison, and I just started studying, bro. I was on my own journey. I got A Message to the Black Man by Elijah Muhammad. When I read that, you know what I mean, that really like touched me.
Right.
Bro, I used to be in the box so much that all I used to do was read.
Okay.
That's all I did, you know what I mean, bro? I read every book in the library twice.
Wow. And that's the other part.
I'm talking about every book in the library, man.
Yeah.
I ain't just talking about the legal library. I'm talking about every book in there.
Yeah.
From the anatomy to...
all the way to zoology, right? It's like anatomy is the A, is the zoology. Is,
I read all of everything in there. I used to read 3-4 books a day.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 3-4 big books
so
at one time.
When did you realize you were smart?
I never realized I was smart.
Yeah.
You can't. Allah say if you can take all the water in the ocean and take the pins
Yeah.
And use them, take the trees and use them as pens and use the ocean for ink. You can
never
never
exhaust the wisdom of
not.
Allah. Yeah,
Yeah, you know
that's
what I
right.
mean? So
Yeah.
I never felt like I was smart, bro.
Yeah.
I don't perceive myself
No,
to
I hear
be.
that. I hear that.
All the smart people I know bullies to me.
Okay. Yeah.
Intellectual bullies.
Okay. Because they wear their smart a certain kind of way. They carry it.
Right.
They carry it.
They carry because you smart. You as if because you're smart, you're authority.
Okay.
And I got a problem with authority.
I hear that.
I ain't got a problem with it. I got a problem with the way you flaunt it.
I got you. It's the misuse of authority, right? And the abuse of authority. And the reason I ask that, because like I said, doing these, as you're reading, as you're on your journey, and me and Jabbar, we talk about this a lot, those moments that you realize that it's something about you that's different than what you've been told. That's what I mean. Because they say you'll mess up, you're a dummy, you bad, you like all the stuff they tell you, you bad. You ain't gonna be but then a moment hit you where you be like, you know what? I'm not what they said I am. That's what I'm after when I say when did you realize you were smart? Like when did you realize that they had lied to you?
My reputation.
Yes. Yeah. Tell me about that.
It's hard to perceive a reputation. A reputation I can't say who I am. I can't call myself a gangster.
Okay.
I can't call myself nothing. The people got to call me that.
I'm laughing because we talk about this too. Like I never, like when I see people, they say, "I'll go OG." Like I never said I was OG. I never said I was nothing. I unite with that so much because it's like I never call myself a leader. None of that.
Listen, I can't give myself a title.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm this and I'm that. I don't get no rewards for who I am. You don't get no rewards for doing what you do.
Yeah.
Ain't no credit for that.
The people is the one that
give you. The people got to give you. And if a person say I'm smart, when you say it, that
you can receive it. Yeah, you can receive it. Yeah,
I can receive it because you getting that to me from your perspective.
Right.
But I myself can't say I'm this or I'm that.
I hear that.
I'm gonna let my character speak for me.
Yeah.
By the ways I carry myself, the things that I do, how I treat people.
Right.
I'm gonna treat people how I want to be treated.
Right.
I'm not gonna do nothing to you that I don't want you to do to me.
That's right. That's right.
I'm not gonna allow you to do something to a child that can't protect himself.
Yeah.
One time, my righteousness was my way of seeing things. You know what I mean? And we live in one world with a bunch of different perceptions.
Hold on, I want to pause there. Your righteousness was your way of seeing things. I want to say more about that for me.
From where we come from.
Yeah.
If I'm hungry, once again, I'm gonna eat.
Okay.
If you eating and I'm hungry,
yeah.
What do you expect me to do?
Right. My righteousness is I'm finna eat.
I'm finna eat. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. And
it don't matter.
It ain't nothing wrong with me doing this. Yeah.
If this is what, listen.
Okay.
If this is my aim and my purpose.
Yeah.
I had to be grown early, bro.
Yeah.
I had to learn how to pay bills and nigga, if I don't want to be, I done lived in every motherfucking motel on 34 when I was a kid. Nigga.
Okay. Yeah.
Driftwood, Sundays, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Going from pillar to post, you feel me?
Right.
This is what I don't want from, I'm not raising the next robbers, killers, dick suckers, and prostitutes.
I got you. You got brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Are they in this with you? Or
You my brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can, listen, right? And you can't depend on the dependent.
Yeah. And I'm asking that, but I'm asking that. That's a bar. I'm asking that because I'm thinking, like is it an older, younger, or somebody that you looking out for as a part of this, or as like is you against the world?
I came up in a house full of robbers.
Okay. Yeah.
My big brother used to do it, goddamn it. I ended up doing it. My baby brother.
Okay.
You know
I got you.
We passed that shit down.
Yeah. Like this is what we do. This is kind of how we.
This just what we did from our environment. Bro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
This is the role and the part that you're gonna play and how you make it and move and navigate.
It ain't even that because once you into what you into, you just you can't just get out of what you into.
Yeah.
Because once again, the people. The people done you done been labeled.
Okay.
Once you labeled, you know what I mean, you ain't even got to be into it, but it's gonna come to you.
Yeah. What's the pressure? Thinking about that.
Bruh, listen.
Let me ask. I want to ask you this because that's heavy. The label of that, and this is what I think cause a lot of people or stop people from changing, is because you're known for this or as this. How hard is it to change and be something other than that? Like, and how did you navigate that? How did you navigate that space? Like, okay, you know what? I'm not that.
Man, I navigated by thinking I teach my children this. What another person think about you ain't no business of yours, because them ain't your thoughts.
Okay. Yes, sir. And that takes
whatever you
growth,
put, listen, yeah, because I had a pride issue.
Yeah.
I used to be one of these motherfuckers that used to be, man, I got to be fresh every day.
Yeah.
And it was a time when, nigga, I come in your house and take your shit and wear it in front of you.
Yeah. Yeah. I told you, I remember.
You niggas that went to the mall and spent up all this motherfucking money, my nigga. Now you walk around here and you flossing on the nigga, you trying to fuck a nigga bitch or whatever. You niggas feel like, oh, you got a little money, and nigga can't get these old Sunday hoes you niggas fucking on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, nigga, I was that nigga that I'm gonna come around here and take everything in this motherfucker. Your clothes, your TV, your video games, and all that, nigga. I'm gonna put your jewelry on. It was a time when you couldn't wear no jewelry around me. Nobody.
Yeah.
If you ain't my dog and when you ain't hanging, I'm coming to get that.
Oh,
don't be telling me, oh, your boy across town, he got a, oh, you see, man, when them hollow ass Gucci necklaces came out, man. These niggas be wearing slum too, I got to tell you that. I got to tell about slum.
But here's the thing that I think a lot of times what get missed in that is the principle.
The principle.
And what was the principle that you was operating from?
If you listen, if you ain't man enough to take care of what you got, you don't deserve to have it.
Okay. Yeah. And then your role and your purpose is to relieve you of it. Yeah, the Reaper has a role.
That was it was the same thing out here as it was in there. It followed on, it carried on in.
I hear that, man. And so now, you know, being on the back end of 40, lots of lived experience, being a father, being a grandfather. What are some of the conversations with your teenage sons and daughters like? What are you talking to them about?
Man, I talk to my 5-year-olds about poverty. And not being caught up in poverty, man.
Okay.
Not realizing what's tangible.
Okay.
Don't go buy a Gucci belt if you can't eat next week.
Yeah. So prioritizing, yeah.
Man, we are the best people in the world when it comes to financial management. But what we lack is wealth building capabilities. We can pay our bills. We know how to pay bills and manage, and we struggling at the bottom. We doing all this with nothing. Think about it, bro. If you get up and on a daily basis, if you're not making $40 to $50 an hour, you can't afford the rent right here.
Yeah. Real.
So now you got to figure out another way of doing something other than the normal.
Yeah.
So now you got to have some type of entrepreneurship. I like to barter and trade.
Okay.
I'm the buy for the low and sell for the high.
Right.
It don't matter if I get on Marketplace. I get on Marketplace and go buy me 10 scooters.
Okay. Man.
I don't really want to give up my game like that.
He got Marketplace open on his phone over here.
Listen, man.
In real time, he on Marketplace.
Listen, man. Listen, I'm just getting
Yeah.
Listen, bro. I go buy a box of tools for a motherfucker that I know needs some tools.
Okay.
You got them bitches on there for what? 50? Okay. Them bitches worth this and that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the whole collection and take it there, this motherfucker need this right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So he getting it at a discounted rate. He finna be able to go and make him some money.
Right.
I'm gonna keep your ass in the hole because I'm a damn to try and rent these motherfuckers to you.
Right. Because you understand residual. I understand that
So,
residual income, not the one time. Yeah.
Yeah, every time you come around here, you want to use my snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got a plumbing issue, you a plumber. You ain't got the tools. I got a snake.
Right.
You want $150 every time you use my snake.
Right.
You need to charge $250.
That's right.
But to move this snake, I want $150.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you
sir.
know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes,
you want to borrow this motherfucking trial in this goddamn?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, you say you giving up the game,
bro. Listen,
but
man,
you have to be creative and
you have to be
willing.
creative,
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you'll be victimized by it.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because I'll be the next person that they doing like I used to do.
Okay. And thinking about that as we start to again framing this conversation, what are some of the transferable skills that that you picked up along the way that you see that you've been able to transfer those skills and use those skills now?
Man, my skills that I transfer is when I stop others from killing each other.
Okay. Yeah.
I can go anywhere and I'm going to know somebody that's going to know somebody. My skills that I transfer is when I come up and I can be able to say, well, damn, bro, y'all too beef about what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's come to some type of understanding. Let's agree to disagree.
Yeah. And I've seen you do that.
And
I've seen you actively do that. And I think that fearlessness has a lot to do with that too, because a lot of people talk about wanting to get in between these things, but they scared.
And they scared because they ain't never been there.
Yeah.
You ain't never been to war, you don't want to go to war. I ain't finna sit up here. When I was getting shot at, nigga, I was scared too.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Shit, that's the reason why I was running. Of course. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. There's a lot of value in fear and righteously placed fear. But what I'm talking about
I also know how to inflict it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
duality,
you got to remember that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, it's always a motherfucker better than you.
That's right. And somebody always got to be the baddest. And the thing that I when I say that about the fear aspect of it, it's because I've been in spaces with people who have expressed an interest in stopping violence and being boots on the ground.
You ain't never been.
Boots on the ground, but they don't want to go to where it's happening. Is what I'm saying.
How you gonna stop something you ain't never been?
Yeah.
This is the problem right now. It's too many imitation gangsters out here.
Okay.
And y'all portraying this gangster. You ain't never did nothing, but you got your kids out here, goddamn it, doing it.
Yeah.
So you gonna act like you can't portray a badass if you wasn't a badass, but you gonna make your kids out to be badass.
Yeah.
You want your kids to be who you never weren't.
Right.
Right now, the problem is most of these people scared of their kids.
That's true.
They scared of their kids because of what you done tried to portray to them and thinking that they should be. Because of poverty.
Right.
Bro, all this start off, bro. The shit that we talking about ain't happening on Snail Island.
Yeah.
It ain't happening on St. Pete Beach.
They got a different set of problems, but not the ones we have.
Problems ain't problems. They ain't worried about how they gonna eat next week.
Yeah.
They trying to figure out how they gonna get them some Suboxones to get off of prescription medication.
Right. That's why I said it's a different set of problems, but hunger and opening the refrigerator
is not one of them.
Yeah. No, that's
they
real.
Ain't got to worry about the people next door breaking in your house about a bologna sandwich.
Wow.
And the people not looking at it because, bro, right now to this day, the same drug addicts that our parents were becoming, our children are becoming.
Yeah, it's just a different drug.
It's a different drug, and no matter what you're doing, when you're enjoying yourself, you don't see the ramifications of what it's doing to other people.
Okay, yeah. It's all about you in that moment. and not the impact that it's having on people who care about you.
Around
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
And right now, you know what I mean? You got to think about it. Like we were saying, it went from the heroin to the crack epidemic.
Mm-hmm.
From the crack epidemic, the next thing you came up with was ecstasy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
From the ecstasy, now you got Molly, you got, you know what I mean?
What was that, Oxy and all of those?
But this is now
that epidemic.
Now the
opioids,
epidemic is like you say, the oxys, but they all the children thinking that a Percocet.
Okay.
A Percocet is still what? A form of
heroin. Yeah. Yeah.
So if you can't get them perks, the next best thing for you to do is get you a bag.
Okay. Yeah.
But see, this is the thing that people don't understand, bro.
And we was talking a little bit about
doing that. Listen, now I'm gonna take you back, because when they was getting on crack, I was 12, 13, snorting cocaine and heroin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was speedballing, bro.
Yeah.
I was way higher than them people, man.
Mm.
And it wasn't, listen, I had OD in prison, bro.
Mm.
I was about 17, 18 years old. I was in prison dead.
Wow.
They had better dope in prison than they did on the streets.
Damn.
This had to go through withdrawals in jail.
Yeah. Yeah.
They wasn't getting up no Suboxone strips back then. They wasn't getting up this none of that shit.
Right. Cold turkey. Yeah. Yeah. For real. Wow.
But my bones been good since the 90s, boy. I was doing that shit before bitches even knew what it was, before it was even a thing to be doing it, when bitches was afraid of it.
Yeah.
Motherfucker that tricked me on it when I was a little boy. This is how the shit was going back then. I was snorting cocaine. Nigga, you gave me some shit that it wasn't. When I realized what you did, the next day I came and robbed you and shot the shit out you.
Okay. Yeah. But now, does the appetite for whatever that was that he gave you, is that still there?
Hell no.
Okay.
I wouldn't even take a motherfucking Percocet right now.
Yeah.
Because it's going.
Yeah, it ain't. Yeah, they what you out there. Yeah. Yeah.
If I take that shit, I'm gonna be going through withdrawal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because now my body gonna be looking for it again.
How did you build a will to be able to just leave it alone?
The desire to not get high.
Yeah.
Shit, nigga, realizing that, nigga, I was an animal.
Yeah.
Wasn't when I was on no drugs, it was when I didn't have none.
Okay. Yeah. That's what.
I wake up in the morning.
One of the bars from a song I used to sing, it say, "My high days are better than my sober ones." Yeah.
No,
yeah. That was.
My high days, goddammit, you skating on thin ice.
Yeah.
I'm the coolest bitch in the world. Nigga, I get high.
Yeah.
Fuck me some hoes and get high, goddammit.
The sober days is the ones. Yeah.
Before I get high.
Yeah. That moment.
On the way to getting there, I ain't never been the type of nigga I get high. I'm finna go in, and I'm
do nothing crazy. Yeah.
I did everything I did sober.
Right. Wow.
Literally, like I wasn't
drug induced. Yeah.
No, hell no. I don't need that.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna.
Yeah.
I get drug induced, you might get by, might spy your ass.
Yes, that sober version that you got to look out for.
Yeah.
So as we land the plane, man, just thinking about again life experiences, lessons that you learned, things that you picked up along the way. What is some of the best advice that you've ever received? Just words that you live by. Yeah, that's good. That's all right. No, it's Reek's answer to this question that's about to blow the table across. Right.
Oh man.
Some of the best advice or words that you live by, man.
Don't give up. Man, it done been times. Look within and not without for everything you want. Anything you want, you already got it. You just got to get it out your own self.
Wow.
Anything you desire in life, you can have it. That became a realization when I was fighting for my freedom. I wanted my freedom more than I wanted to be in jail.
Okay. Yeah.
So if I wanted my freedom more than what I wanted to be in jail, then that mean I had to do more to keep my freedom. I had to respect myself more than I had to come to terms with loving who I am.
Mm-hmm.
You got to love you.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to love myself.
Yeah.
And it was because I used to put any and everything before me.
Okay.
Damn, my nigga maturing birthday coming up. I ain't got nothing. Nigga around the corner, my nigga, they tell me he got 20, 30 in there, man.
I'm finna go get it. Yeah.
Yeah, they go in there and be done tie the bitch up, put his baby in the oven and all type of other shit. And nigga ain't got $2,000 in there. Now I want to fuck this nigga up that sent me on this bogus ass mission that got a nigga sitting in jail for the next 3, 4 fucking years behind these fuck ass lies.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only reason you came to me because you figured you seen something that you wasn't willing to go and do, but you figured I would go and, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I had to learn to love myself, bro, because a lot of things that came to me wasn't really for me.
Mm. It's because people have their perception of you.
Right.
Yeah.
This
and so it's definitely,
this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eat back this, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
If I don't know you, I don't know what you got.
Right.
I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this just the reality of, and right now to this day, these, like, I can't make no truths. The truth been here before me. It ain't nothing that I can create.
Mm.
There's nothing that I can come up with inside this brain of mine that Allah has not already dealt with.
Right. They say nothing new under the sun.
Ain't nothing new under the sun. No, nothing changed. The game don't change, just the faces.
Yeah. Yeah. Putting other people before you. And I heard you say that, and that's a common thing. How do you balance that? Because I mean, you don't go from one extreme to the other, but how do you balance that transition? Like, you know what, I'm gonna put me first.
Getting in touch with my childhood self.
Okay.
Everything gonna revert back to self.
Yeah.
The things that I can control when I was a child, goddamn it, I got control over right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So therefore, you know what I mean, I'm gonna do things in a different perspective.
The decision that you have to make now, you don't have to make that decision because you're in a different position. Is that?
I'm not. It's not impulsive.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And you thinking a few steps ahead, and how about this? It's a response, not a reaction. Because you can react to something, that would be the impulse. But the response is when you actually take a minute and say, you know what, let me process what's happening and then make a move.
It ain't really that. It's the fact that an impulsive decision is something that just, I see it, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's done. You know what I mean? I was that nigga, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't give a damn. I catch your ass at the red light, bitch, that's where it's going down at.
Yeah.
Church house, the grocery store.
Wherever. Yeah.
And you know what I mean? That was impulsive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I was always on go.
Right.
Now to be able to rationalize,
mm-hmm.
be able to say, man, that shit ain't worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. I was trained to do what I was trained to do.
Okay.
I can always do that. That's the simple part.
Right.
That's easy.
When in doubt, you default and go to your training. Yeah.
Your Jihad Akbar.
Yes, sir. It's to not do that.
To be able to control oneself, to be able to say to myself that, hey, man, I know I can go do this. That doing it is easy.
Yeah.
Not doing it is the hard part.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? About, okay, yeah, nigga, you call me out my name, you know what I mean? I want to fight, you didn't want to fight. I feel like you want to take it there, so now I'm going to just take it there.
Yeah.
That's simple. You see how easy it was to just...
Yep.
But nigga, you really didn't try me because the way you think you ain't got enough to be able to think to try me.
Right.
What is a try? How can you try me?
Yeah.
I got to be there try myself to feel like you. For you to try me, I got to be there let myself down.
Yeah, your values. I get it. I
done gave
you for that to be offensive to me, it says more about me than it do about you.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I hear that.
I done gave you more credit over me than I'm gonna give myself.
Wow. And now I got to prove to you that I'm not what you said I was, or I am what you think I am. But not realizing that it don't even matter because your thoughts about me are not my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? You know, your ways are not my ways, right?
And that's the hard part about life.
Yeah.
You have to rationalize that part.
And let me ask you this, because this is another thing that I've experienced too, dealing with that, right? Knowing that when you dealing with people who don't know you, right? And they are trying you, right? What's that struggle like? Cause I know what it's like. Like you have no idea how dangerous the position you in right now.
Right.
But because you just don't know me. You know what I mean? Like what's that like or have you been in a situation where it's like you have to,
listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Been in that situation a lot, man.
Yeah.
It really be like, okay, when I'm in them situations, I try and like I say, rationalize the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate to be pushed to the point where I done got. If I'm there, you push me there, I'm there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's hard to come back from being there once you get there. Yeah.
And it's really like when you dealing with people, the mindset of the people. Basically, the only thing a person really be saying is, I'm a man, and you started saying I'm a man. So both of us just gonna keep, I'm a man.
Right.
Respect me as a man. You gonna respect me. Come on. Sooner or later, if you keep doing that, goddamn it, it's gonna come to that.
It's gonna escalate, yeah.
But
the question is gonna be asked, what do you want to do? Right, right. Ain't that how it goes? Come on now, because I'm a man, you a man. I'm a man, you okay? What you want to do? And now we got a whole nother set of problems. Yeah.
And it's really like when the only time I really have an issue with that is when I'm dealing with young people.
Okay.
And I have to deal with them because I got kids.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of these children, like I say, the parents are afraid of their kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I done had situations where I done been arguing with some young dudes, and then I'm finna call such and such. Motherfucker, you call, get there, and like, hey, man, you...
Yeah, boy, you don't know, like, oh, this who you into it with? Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean, the people be like, man, I know these people, you know what I mean? This is where the character defines the person at.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I done... Yeah. That many times where, like, prior to me and Bob being in jail together, we used to hang with each other on the streets. We didn't really know each other like that.
Yeah.
But once we was together, you know what I mean?
Right.
And, nigga, tell the boy, I used to tell my own partners, niggas I've been knowing all my life.
Yeah.
Bro,
just what it is.
What me and him doing, man, I ain't do what you got to do.
Right.
Now, we can help you, we can feed you, you know, we fed everybody.
Right.
But, you know what I mean? You ain't finna stop what we got going on, and I'm not finna change on him just because I know you.
Right.
I ain't straddling the fence for nobody.
Right.
You're not gonna choose my friends for me. And just because me and you friends, I'm not gonna change on him when I get around you.
Right.
I'm not gonna allow you to do nothing to him. I'm not gonna allow him to do nothing to you.
Yeah.
And if you see me with him, don't do nothing to him.
Right.
Vice versa, you know what I mean? But you're not gonna tell me who to be friends with.
Right.
And that's really what the problem is with our society.
Mm-hmm.
People don't want, if you all right with somebody from cross, bro, how the hell do y'all talking about Charles Park, Auburn Park?
Yeah.
When we was kids, bro, we had neighborhoods, you had cliques, you didn't have no gangs.
No.
You know what I mean? It ain't no gangs around here because nigga, if Charles Park was a gang, then it'd be 50-year-old gang members around.
Right. But they ain't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how can you call these kids a gang?
Right.
How can you label these kids as being something that they're not?
Yeah, that's true.
And you're giving them the drive to be something that they're not.
Yeah.
Because once you're trying to tell them that they're gangs, then now they got to be affiliated with gang activity.
Right. In order to be a gang, there's certain activities that's required to be a gang. Yeah, I hear that. And if you feed them that narrative and they thinking this is who we are, in order to live up to that, this is what I got to do.
Once again, like you say, listen, we fumbling the ball now. The ball has been fumbled before we got it.
Mm-hmm.
We still ain't being able to get a hold of it. And the greatest problem we're facing, and the reason we can't, is because we caught up in poverty, bro. We don't want nothing tangible.
Thinking about that fumbling the ball narrative, what you said, I thought about Kill the Carrier. Remember Kill the Carrier?
Yeah. If somebody tag
it's
you,
an individual sport though.
Right.
So you get the ball, you throwing it up. You don't care who get it. If you get it, I got it. And if I don't got it, whoever got it, I'm going to get it. It's not an organized sport. There is no team. It's an individual effort to just keep to move the ball, and I see that in community. Like I see our community mentality as a Kill the Carrier mentality.
And guess why? If Walmart shut down for 60 days.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You see?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You talking about Kill the Carrier, boy? Yeah. We saw when there wasn't no toilet paper in the stores and they was open. What happened?
So now we're thinking about this. We ain't got no orange trees where you can go in your backyard and get yourself.
Yeah.
They done killed off all our fruit trees.
Yeah.
The water already tainted.
Mm-hmm.
And Walmart shut down for 60 days, bro.
Yeah.
The Arabs ain't gonna be able to feed you in the corner store.
Mm-hmm.
People gonna be willing to break in your house in about 45 days for bologna sandwiches, boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't want nothing tangible.
Right.
And every dollar we get, we got to spend it. Listen, the slaves lived it better than this.
Mm. Wow.
At least when they went to work, they was given food, shelter, and clothing. Because they had to take care of them to make sure they got out there in that field to do what they needed to do the next day.
Yeah.
Right now, you can go and work on a job for 40 hours a week and can't provide food and shelter.
Right. That's true. That's true. Yeah. The basic needs are not being met, but you still got to show up every day.
This once again, all this falls on the poverty-stricken people.
Right.
This is when we need to talk to the legislator.
I was going to ask you, give me some solutions. If you had to start the process of addressing it, where would you start? How can we get out of this thing?
We got to address the cause of poverty, bro. We come from a failing education system. The system been failing over 50 years.
Yeah.
You teaching people things that ain't benefiting them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why we gonna keep on going to these schools, goddammit, that how many people you know with master's degrees that's homeless right now?
Yeah.
You spent more on a degree than you did on taking care of yourself. That money that you spent on that degree, you could have probably went and bought you a house.
That's a contributing factor to your poverty, because now you on the hook for this degree, but you can't apply it.
But what about those that pay for their schooling?
Mm-hmm. Still, yeah.
And still ain't got a damn thing.
Yeah.
You paid to go to school. You could have kept your money and invested your money in you.
Yeah. Right. So the educational system. How big is unity and working together? Where does that rate or rank on your list of solutions to the problem?
You got to get rid of a lot of us that look like us first. You ain't gonna never be able to do that.
Okay.
Because you're gonna have too many people that want to be in control.
Okay.
There's too many Indians and not enough chiefs.
The other way.
No.
We need more chiefs?
We need more chiefs.
Okay. That's different.
We need more chiefs.
Cause I've been hearing that everybody want to be a chief and nobody want to be an Indian. You saying we need more chiefs.
We ain't got enough chiefs.
Tell me about that.
A chief got to be able to think. A chief got to be a Solomon.
Okay.
Everybody can't be that.
Bringing it back, full circle, yeah.
Too many people want to be in control.
Too
many people want authority.
Is that what a chief is?
A chief gonna have the authority, but the chief ain't gonna abuse his authority.
Okay.
Not a good chief.
Okay, I got you. So being a chief and wanting to be a chief is different.
It's two totally different
Because you
things.
got people who want to be a chief and they may be in the role of a chief, but they not really chiefs.
Not that.
Okay, I hear that. We need real chiefs.
Too many perpetrators.
We need some real chiefs.
Right. Listen, man,
you got people that want to be chiefs, man, but they ain't really chiefs. Yeah.
Listen,
oh shit.
Once again, these people that's listen.
Oh.
You giving up. You portraying an image to people.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell a person might be this is how crazy it be, because the person can be around you and can admire you so much that they start despising you.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can admire you that much, then that means that they try and take on your qualities and your traits and things of that nature. Now, what do you think happens when he goes and he's perpetrating your role and trying to teach that to somebody else?
He's not gonna be effective.
He's gonna be effective in a certain kind of way because you got people that look up to you.
Okay.
And if he out there perpetrating the same thing you are, goddamn it, then he gonna get people looking up to him.
But that's not sustainable because that's not who you are.
That is not who he is.
Yeah.
And the things that he's passing along, bro.
It's
when
like that
you was a kid,
party,
they had a thing they used to say, man, the game is made to be sold, not told.
Yes, sir.
These niggas telling the game, man. These niggas ain't selling it, they telling it.
Right. And they telling it wrong. Right. And they telling
because
it wrong.
They telling their version.
Right. Which is third party, which is handed down, which ain't authentic. It's not. I got it.
He telling your story.
Yeah. Wow.
But putting himself on the picture.
Wow. That's crazy, man. So if you had, we're gonna land the plane with a final thought, a final message, and what would your message be to people who may be watching the chat? And we got a wide spectrum of people who watch it. So everyday people, community leaders, political folks, and people who we don't even know.
Man.
Yeah. What's your message, man?
Get prepared. It's gonna come a time in this country where if you ain't got a solid foundation of people, bro, they just let in how many immigrants?
Yeah, a lot.
Them people rather be in jail than to be free, because jail they live better than they do on the streets. And this is what's finna flood our neighborhoods real soon.
Okay.
Now these people are already gonna be rebellious against the police, so what you think they're gonna be against us? The police are already beating us and killing us, and y'all ain't standing up for yourself. What y'all gonna do when them people go to beating and killing the police, and now y'all scared of the police? You're already afraid of the police.
What are these people not afraid of the police?
Right.
And the police afraid of them. So now by default, you gonna be
get ran over.
Yeah. Okay, I see that. I see it. So how do we prepare?
You don't. You can't.
Yeah.
You ain't. If I don't feel about you how you feel about me, then I can't be going to war with you, man.
Wow.
I ain't listen, man. I'm not laying down my life to die for some motherfucking body that ain't willing to die for themselves.
Ooh. That's heavy, man. Hold on, me giving my life to save your life, but you not willing to give your life to save your life. That is to the point about putting people before you, right? Yeah. That's heavy, man. So the message is get prepared. The how-to.
It ain't no getting prepared.
That's an individual thing.
It ain't even gonna be an individual thing, cause it's gonna come to the point where you ain't gonna have no other choice but to do or die. When it comes that's when. Listen, this is when it's gonna.
Yeah, cause I'm struggling, right? Cause I hear get prepared, but then I hear
you ain't gonna be able to get prepared because you don't never know when it's coming. You gonna have to just listen. When it get here, you got to be a stand-up guy.
Okay. So start there. Start being a stand-up guy now, so that when it get here, you ain't practicing.
Right.
Shit. I hear that, man. Well, look, Rick, it's a pleasure, man.
Bro, the reason I don't really want to end it right. I'm gonna end it, but I'm gonna say this, man. What are we gonna do when this dollar falls?
Okay.
Ain't nobody thinking about that, man.
Yeah.
All of our food are imported from South America. South America saying that they gonna want it to be backed up by gold.
And now I'm thinking again. You kind of inspired that. What are we gonna do when this dollar fall? One of the things that we seeing
the dollar fall is what's gonna unite us all.
It's already falling, but it just haven't hit the bottom yet. They calling it inflation. So the way this is my take on that, Reco. When I hear prices going up, I don't hear prices going up. I hear the value of the dollar is going down.
Listen to what I'm finna tell you. During the Great Depression, the inflation rate wasn't even as high as it is now.
In the 30s, okay.
The inflation rate today is higher than it was during the Great Depression.
Okay.
So if the inflation rate today is higher than it was during the Great Depression, what do you think they talking about we had a recession?
Right.
We in something deeper than a depression right now.
Yeah. If inflation is the measure of how you determining that. Yeah. So the gag already is in. That's what I'm saying. Like it's been like we've been in this process of dealing with a declining or falling dollar.
But
so to your question, what we gonna do? Shit, what we doing now is probably a good indicator. If we ain't doing nothing different now, then what we gonna be doing then?
This is what I'm telling you. How can you get
ready
prepared for something that's already here?
Okay, I hear you.
You can't get prepared for what you're already going through.
Yeah.
You going through it already.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to come out on the other side.
Now that makes sense. Yeah. Because like I said, I was struggling with it, but I see it. Like to get prepared for something you already in. That's like conflict avoidance when you really need conflict resolution. Because you can't avoid a conflict that you're already in. You got to resolve the conflict. Yeah. No, I hear that, man. You got something else? Not today. But you know you always welcome back.
You ready for
I know it, man. And we got a lot of work to do in front of us, man. So look, I hope y'all been inspired, man. This is definitely a real one. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and thank y'all for watching the Lakeside Chat, man. Y'all stay tuned because on this season of the chat, we really being intentional about bringing more everyday people, right? Because we did a lot of political figures, community leaders, but we wanted to talk to everyday people who are really making an impact in the community, seeing us in. And you one of them people, man. Always been an inspiration, always been solid, always been real, man. And I'm looking forward to the journey, to what we can do together. Thank y'all again for tuning in to the chat. Love, big brother. Yes, sir. Believe and do good.